So I want to talk about why I don't recommend house sitting. So when I started house sitting, or when I signed up for the platform, I thought it's gonna be easy. I'll just have free accommodation, take care of these pets, and it'll be all good. I didn't think it all the way through. But I'm still happy I did it. Don't get me wrong. However, this video is to let you all know that it may not be for you and what my experience was. The first house sit that I received was in Colorado. I had 3 house sits back to back. The first house sit was okay, but I was very overwhelmed very quickly. And I wondered why. I was like, all I gotta do is take care of this dog and these cats. But that specific couple that I was house sitting for, they had very strict, the pet eats twice a day, and they get this treat at the specific time, and make sure that the dog is, you're playing with it at least once a day, and that it goes on a walk. And so like these lists, and then on top of that I had to work. And I was like, oh man, like I underestimated how much of my energy needs to go into all of these tasks for these pets in this home, because you're taking care of the pets, but you're also taking care of the home. And so yeah, it was a bit stressful at first. I enjoyed it. I love the pets and everything, but I realized that over time, even my next house sit was great. Also, 2 easy dogs. And then my last house sit was also easy. And I think also since it was my first one, I was a little bit overwhelmed with all the tasks and working at the same time. But I thought it would be easier, right? And I thought like, you just go in and out of the house and you're fine, and then you go into the next house. But I find that I am a person that needs to have a lot of space for herself, and a lot of my energy was going to, these pets, and it was taken away from what I had to do. Like, now like it was like what you're doing is based around the animals. Like, you don't have that free time that people say like you will have. Not really. It's like, oh, after you watch the dog, you're free to enjoy the town or whatever. Yeah, but you also have that on the back of your mind, and you can't really fully relax. I mean, unless you're a person that like just lets go all the time and it's not worried about anything. But I'm a person that like I really take on what I do, whatever it is, and I put my whole heart in it. And so like I want to do things right, and unfortunately that comes with a little bit of worrying. But yeah, this, it may not be for you. So like really think on it, of why you're doing it and what's gonna come with it, especially if you're working. It's not as easy as people make it seem. One of the reasons I did it was because I found the YouTube video and they made it seem like it was this effortless thing to do, and that was just not my experience. That was not my experience. It wasn't that easy. Um, the free accommodation part is awesome, but it also comes with a lot of things. And I think since I'm so protective of my energy, that's why it bothered me so much, because I love to have energy for myself and to make space for the things that I need to do. And then from there I could do whatever, right? But yeah, when your life is kind of based around these pets for a little while, as long as you're house sitting, right? Um, Now, if you want to do it for like a little short time, that's fine. But I was doing back to back. I did it back to back for a month, and I was, it just got a little bit overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed the first house after. I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna finish these other two houses because it's so intense. I mean, I could just be super sensitive to this stuff, but some of you may be as well, and this is why I'm making this video. So it's not just free accommodation. What I learned is like nothing is free. When people say like, hey, like, here, this is for free, you are paying for it in one way or another. Like, yeah, there's free accommodation, but you're paying for it in your time, in your energy. Your energy is going towards all of these things. So is it free? Money wise, yeah. But energetically, no. So you have to think, what is worth it for you? Is money important, or is your energy more valuable? So nothing is really ever free. I had a call the other day about a free hotel or something. All I had to do was go to, it was a rental property, one of those vacation rental homes. And all I had to do was give them, I don't know, like an hour or two of my time, and then they were going to give me this super great deal. And then, like, yeah, it's like, no, it's not really free. I'm giving you my time, my energy, when I could be out exploring during that time, and now that's taken away from my experience. So it's not just about free accommodation. It's not just about doing things because they're free, but really looking at, well, what in what way am I paying for it? Because one way or another, you will be paying for it. And if it's worth it to you. And if you don't mind it, then go for it. If that doesn't bother you, then that is for you. But if it does, then like maybe do another thing. There's other ways to travel that are affordable without house sitting.